Hello, CBA Regional and Agribusiness Banking. It's Andrew May from Strive Stronger, and I've got Angela Poon, Operations Manager from Strive Stronger with me. We've just wrapped up our 30-day boost program. Now, Ange, we wanted to do a quick summary of the program, and there's three things that I've really taken out. Number one was the attendance. Number two is the health and well-being metrics. And number three, the flow-on effect to the psychology metric. Let's talk about attendance. And 75% attendance. It was fantastic. Or just under 75%.
But yes, fantastic attendance.
And the weekly connection zone, we had high-intensity interval training classes with Merrin. We had yoga with Keen and Chris from the Byron Bay hinterland. And the real highlight for attendance and also morale and engagement was cooking classes every week with
That's
Teresa.
right. We saw amazing turnout with the cooking classes, and I think everybody changed their breakfast habits.
They did. There was let's say there's a little bit room for improvement to start with. Now, what also changed is the second part, is the health and well-being metric. So let's start with vegetables. Went from a measly 2 cups of veggies a day up to an average of 3.5 cups of vegetables a day. I've got the exact stats. Daily steps in week 2 were only 6,673 steps per day, Ange. I had a bit of a rant, and we got up just under, in fact, it was 9,250 steps by week 10, so it was just under that threshold. We also saw people really engaging in the program, trying different activities. And Daryl and Vanessa led this beautifully by getting in there and doing the activities with everyone. And the third set of metrics, I think this is the really important ones, especially in light of, in week 1 and 2 in this program, we had those phase 4 restrictions in Melbourne. So the psychology metrics are as follows. It went from 33% of people in week 1 were feeling down or depressed. That dropped to less than 20% of people in week 4. The little interest or no pleasure, when we asked the question, 33% of people said they had very little interest or pleasure in their lives at that stage. And that also, Ange, went down to 20%. But I think the big one in week 4, 4.5 out of 5 was the score when people were asked the question, I feel like my leader, or I feel like my company, CommBank, is looking after me. So they were wonderful psychology metrics.
Yeah, that's great. And whilst those stats are amazing, and this is why we run these programs, is because we know we achieve the results that we do. What really resonated with me most, Andrew, is the stories that everybody shared. And I'm just so thankful that everybody was so open and shared such inspiring stories. And we've gathered a few of these here today so that we can share with you all.
I'm particularly excited to be collaborating with the Strive Stronger team. I can't think of a better way to invest in our people through a very collective human experience right now. What I really love about the program is that it works on every part of us. How we think, what we believe, how we deal with our physical and mental health, how we think about our own sort of nutrition and wellness, and just help us be better.
Something that resonated with me was the amount of time I had been sitting at my desk and not getting out. So what I've done is adapted into walking meetings, no drinking on school nights. You can really tell the difference there as well, but also focus on just my eating habits, really pumping in those veggies into the diet.
I was always an egg person for breakfast, but listening to the comments last week around the vegetables and the seeds, I've added some chia seeds to the top of my eggs for the last few days. Last week was the first cooking demonstrations. I was utterly surprised at the number of people that I saw, because I'm fortunate enough to be working in the office, and there was quite a number of people on the cooking show.
I'm probably normally travelling somewhere every second week. We've got people from Coffs Harbour down to Bega, and really in the last 4 months I've probably only seen them once, and trying to stay connected is a massive challenge. I did that first lot of checking myself, just of the 6 objectives, just how many I weren't getting there. And one of the key thing we spoke about last week, you got to look after yourself if you got to try and support others around. And I had an example just a couple of weeks ago where I was asked to sort of get involved with something outside of my own region. I thought, I'm glad someone came to me, but it's also probably asking all those in the front line to look out for each other as well.
Breakfast is completely different now. I used to grab a bit of toast and some coffee as I darted out the door. I don't think I've had toast for the 30-day challenge. I find I'm not snacking during the day as much because I'm getting a decent first meal. Booking out my best week and what that looks like is just reminding myself that actually my best week looks like time with my family and ensuring that we're going out and having quality time. We've got other members of the team here that are doing the boost with us that we're going to the gym 5:30 every morning. It's been great, and I tell you what, you feel $1 million.
I've enjoyed the yoga. Whilst it was really difficult to see the computer screen and lay on the floor, I've now got a yoga mat. I've planned for today's session where I'll put the laptop so I can see it better. I've got my yoga ball that sits behind me, so get up and I'd use that against the wall. If I'm on a long Skype meeting, I can do squats just to keep moving.
One of the things I'm really most pleased about is just hearing what the team is doing. And even between New South Wales and Victoria, it's just great to hear the humanistic side of this program coming out between the two teams. People checking in with each other, having a chat. In the Riverina team, I understand they're stopping around 4 o'clock and just talking to each other, which sounds very normal thing to do, but something that we probably forget to do around the team. So it's good to hear that.
I made comments early on of the program that I felt very seen. I'm part of an employee engagement council for our business unit, and it's a testament to that leadership actually pay attention to what we're telling them and what we want. I was kind of a bit all over the place, and I had a teary moment over a $12 face cream item that I'd spilt because I'd forgot to put the lid on. It was literally the week that this started. That was kind of my first kickstart into, you need to start looking after yourself again instead of making excuses as the reasons that you're not. And since then I've started to put really good routines in place, and strange emotional breakdowns haven't happened.
I just want to issue a vote of thanks on behalf of Vanessa, myself and all the leaders on the call. The 30-day Boost program has been an outstanding experience for over 100 people in our regional business, and we're very appreciative of the opportunity, so thank you.